现在把它分享一下啊，分享到这个我们的这个随口说英语，还有随口说说新西兰生活群，舌尖上的新西兰。好，我们分享之后呢，来跟大家进入主题。今天我们的这个教是用这个中英文来的。Hello Lee， 欢迎进来。好，我们现在开始，我把这个网络这个网络给关掉，然后我们现在就进入到，因为如果用这个网络的话 ，WiFi 的话不稳定。好，我就直接用这个4G 的网络来跟大家聊。Hello， 大家好，我是烜荣。那么今天呢，在我身边的是新西兰的影星啊，然后还是这个前澳大利亚先生啊，选美冠军啊，这个 Mr. James Matheson 啊，就坐在我的旁边啊。来 ，James，Hello James，say hello to them.
Good morning, everybody. I hear it's early morning in China. We're here this morning to talk to you about effective communication.
好，那刚刚说话的呢，就是我们的这个 James Matheson 啊。那今天呢，我们两个就用中英文来跟大家聊一聊啊。我们的好多的小伙伴这个在学习英文中呢，遇到了一个问题，就是什么呢？就是一直张不开口啊，都是这个书本的英文。那我们今天呢，就来跟大家聊聊如何最有效的、最快速的可以实现跟老外的互动和沟通。Yeah, so I just translated so what you said to them. So the most effective way of talking to the English-speaking people, right?
So, there's one word that comes to mind straight away. Slow. When you're speaking to a New Zealander, our natural language, native language is English. If you rushed the speech and you came in a very fast way which you would normally talk in China, New Zealanders don't understand what you are saying at that time. But if you are slow and say one or two words, particularly, this is where we want to, you have to make a point when conversing.
Okay, so I just translate. 好，我现在跟大家简单的翻译一下啊。这个 James 的意思呢，就是说大家在表达的时候，好多人呢就会慌啊，就会 panicking, right？ 所以就会慌掉啊，就会想着，哎呀，我怎么用最快的方式去把我想说的这些东西表达出来啊？然后脑子里想的都是一些单词语法。那这个时候呢，其实你一定要让自己慢下来。啊，就是他总结了一句话，就是最慢的方式反而是你用最慢的方法去表达，反而可以是最快的、最有效的表达方式。哎，就是不要慌，直接切入你要表达的那个点。So straight to the point, right?
Yes, we go. The sooner you go straight to the point, the quicker you'll get a resolution.
所以他是说呢，就是你以最快的速度啊，跟他们表达你想要表达的这个点，然后你呢就会以最快的速度获得你想要的答案，并且解决你想要这个解决的问题。So you want to give them an example?
Example, you've landed from Beijing, Auckland Airport. First of all, you need a bank or exchange to exchange currency. Secondly, you need to know how to get to Auckland Central, so that will be transport. Thirdly, you need to know where your accommodation is. Accommodation is hotel, backpackers, or place of residence.
所以呢，如果你刚这个下了飞机之后啊，那你要表达的，你最想知道的就是你的交通是什么，对吧？你坐什么车，然后呢，再要表达你去哪里，对吧？然后，所以你跟这些人要问路的时候，你就去问他们啊 ，taxi 那 taxi 就是你要表达的这个交通的点，或者是 bus。那 bus 的话，那人听到以后，其实这些西人啊，他们脑子都很聪明啊，你就是不用担心你还要说一串说一个单词他们听不懂，就是你只要表达出来你想要表达的这个点之后，他们立刻就会展开联想，然后他们联想呢就会把你带到你想要的那个地方。所以刚才他举的例子呢，就是如果你首先你想到的你第一个问题是交通的话，你就说 taxi 或者是 bus， 那之后呢，这个你问的那个人就会把你带到 taxi 或者是 bus。 那第二个问题你要考虑到的是你的 accommodation， 就是你的住宿，就是 hotel 就是酒店，或者是 backpacker 就是简易的这个背包客的这个酒店。所以你要表达的就是这个，你上了这个 taxi 上了这个计程车以后，你只要说什么什么 hotel 什么什么 backpacker 的地址，那这个计程车司机就会立刻明白你想要表达的这个意思，对吧？
Okay, and another good point is don't be shy. Use your eyes and look for where other Chinese tourists or people might be waiting in line, because the teller in the bank could be Chinese themselves. So you could go to them. Have a look. If a line has got 15 Chinese people in it, probably go to that line. If the line has 13 white people or Pacific Island people, probably don't go to that line.
Right. 所以呢，当大家出国以后呢，所以如果你刚开始的时候这个英文不是很好的话，也要多长一个心眼啊。就是你感觉你英文不好，你再去银行也好，去任何地方去排队等待啊，去接受一个服务的时候呢，那你这个就是你要看啊哪边有没有华人啊，因为这边呢就是新西兰也好，澳大利亚也好，通常在好多工作的地方都有好多华人的这个接待员啊。如果你看到有好多的这个华人在那里排队，那证明这个地方呢，这个人呢，这个接待员呢，可能就会说中文啊。那你直接走过去的话，也省得你这个再去说英文了。那另外他刚开始强调了一点呢，就是大家在说英文的时候一定要不要 shy。 那 shy 呢就是不要害羞，你越放开越是有 confidence， 对吧？有 confidence， 这样的话人家才更能理解你想要表达的意思，才能更容易接受你想要表达的这些东西。
As we are explaining there are words in that sentence that I knew what we were talking about. For instance, every 20th word might have been English, and I know what Leon is saying. So we are talking about, there's two ways you can say what this communication is. It's survival communication and easy communication. Remember, you have just landed off a plane. You're fresh in the country. The first thing you need to do is establish where you're going, what you're doing, and how to get there.
哇，这回说的太多了啊，让我慢慢想着翻译。那这回呢，你看啊，他说的很清楚。你看我们两个人的交流，对吧？他是不会说中文的，但是我在跟大家交流的整个的过程中，然后我说了一些他没讲的话，对吧？但是呢，我在跟大家讲的时候，他跟大家刚刚强调，他都可以跟着我的节奏走，就是他都能听明白我跟你们说了一些什么。为什么呢？因为我在跟你们强调的一些点的时候，我会故意的用这个英文表达一下，让他这个跟着我这个节奏走，好让他知道我说到哪儿了。这样的话，他就是教给大家，就是用抓重点的这个形式，抓住了我在讲中文的时候。你看我跟大家基本上都是讲的中文，但是我讲完以后，他通通都知道我说到哪儿了，我说的什么，对吧？他就是用了我里面说的这个单词的这些点，这些 points。你看我说这个 points 的时候，他又看了我一下啊，证明他在抓我这个东西，证明他现在知道我在跟大家讲这些 points 这些点。那另外一个呢，就是大家这个讲英文的时候一定要注意，有两种英文，一种是 survival 的这个英文，他在点头了啊，还有一个是 easy 的英文。那这个 survival 的英文呢，就是让大家可以让你去生存啊，生存的英文。 就是你在这个国家你掌握了这个 survival 的英语的话，你就基本上在这个国家可以生存了。那另外一个呢就是 easy English， 那 easy English 呢就是非常简单的英文，就是你只要想表达了你的这些问题出来以后，那这个对方就立刻可以明白你想要表达的意思啊。无非因为你在这个国家你这个讲话的时候，你无非表达的就是你想要的东西，你的目的，对吧？你吃了住了这些东西，对吧？所以你只要把点表达出来，人家对方就很容易 pick up 到了。
Okay, so moving on from that, there are simple ways to get people's attention. For instance, quite simply, excuse me, sir. Or if it's a lady that's walking past you, excuse me, ma'am. Those are simple words. From there, once you have their attention, most New Zealanders, most people are more than happy to help, particularly if you come in with the intention of needing help in a polite manner.
OK， 然后他刚刚又强调了一点啊，就是大家一定要在交流的时候用最简单的这个方法，最简单有效的方法去沟通。你越简单，人家越容易理解，就是直接切入重点。例如你想问一个就是一个男士啊，一个男士或者是一个女士，你直接就说 Excuse me, sir， 或者是 Excuse me, ma'am， 然后你直接强调你想要做什么，然后只需要把那个词表达出来就可以了。
Right. Now that you've established and the person has stopped and is happy to talk or listen to you, the big thing now is to make the point of your query or your question. You can speak 90% Mandarin to them, but for instance, you need to be obvious that transport, taxi, hotel, where bus, where city. The more evidence or the more you talk about your objective, then the more a stranger will be able to understand and be able to help you.
他说啊，甚至你就是出来以后啊，你这个英文就是烂的不行啊，但是呢，你就是直接就跟他们讲中文，哪怕是90%的都是讲中文，但是你里边掺杂着10%的这些重点啊，例如车、交通啊、酒店啊、饭店吃饭，对吧？只要让地址，对吧？只要能让对方能够捡到你里面讲话的这些信息和内容，他们就基本上可以明白你想要做什么。所以大家如果刚出国的时候，千万不要慌，不要紧张，就是只管去慢慢的说，有中文也没有关系，对，用中文表达里边夹杂一些你想要表达的点就足够了，他们没有像你们想象的那么笨。
Another good thing to have, if possible, are notes. So if you have written down in English the place you need to go to, the town you need to go to, then it makes it so much easier. When I'm at work and I have a Chinese person with no English, but they have a notepad and it says Tikawarau or Manukau, which are Māori words, which is a very hard language to understand anyway. But if you have it written down, then we as the New Zealanders, it makes it so much easier for us to interpret and understand and point you in the right direction.
OK， 那这个地方呢，他是说，那如果你的这个表达真的是不好表达的话，但是我们这些华人通常有一个非常厉害的地方，就是我们很会写，对吧？那你只需要把它写下来。当你遇上这个口语表达的障碍问题的时候，你只需要把它写下来，说这些热情友好的新西兰人都会看到这个以后，都会把你就是 就是给你这个你想要的答案，并且或者是把你带到你想去的地方的啊，这些都不用担心，就是英文不是事儿。
Yeah. So now that you have that established, because it's no point having it written down in Chinese because we don't know Chinese. But if you have it interpreted by somebody else that it's in English, it won't be a problem. Now, another thing I wanted to point on is in the English language, the same word can have so many different meanings, and these meanings can be completely opposite to each other. For instance, where am I? What am I wearing? Where here, they all have different meanings, but they're all basically, they sound the same and they're almost spelt the same.
然后另外一点呢，就是大家在说这些这个单词句子的时候呢，就是大家一定要注意一点，就是有的词呢，它听起来很像，但实际上呢，在你表达这个意思的时候呢，它是完全不一样的，甚至是完全相反的意思啊。所以就是大家在这个要表达的时候呢，就是千万不要乱表达，就是一定要想好了它的意思以后啊，这个再去表达。如果实在是你不知道这个到底你表达的对不对的话，那你直接就是还是用那个重点抓重点的方法，把你要讲的那个点说出来就好了。就是大家在说英文的时候呢，就是也不要把它当成就是跟这个西人啊，就是讲话的时候不要把它当成一个小游戏，反正他也听不懂我说什么，反正我也不了解他的文化。其实他们在跟我们讲话的时候也像我们一样啊，就是他们也是在进行一个沟通，所以就是大家在跟他们沟通的时候也是要就是做好这些什么严谨啊，就是正确的，对吧？
Another thing, which is happening here, is people can get lazy, and even though earlier in the conversation, for survival and easy communication, we wanted you to go towards where you see other Chinese people. To get ahead, like Leon has done, you need to, that is just for the early parts to get in the country or in the door. You need to start, like you are all doing here online, learning a bit more about the New Zealand culture and how to speak in your own time. Now, there is a big Chinese community in Auckland and in a lot of parts of New Zealand as well. Remember, immigration happened well before, even in the 1800s, it was big. It's amazing. I like it. And I'm not a rarity. There's a lot of New Zealanders who like the Chinese.
OK， 所以这个大家呢，就是这个来新西兰之前啊，一定要这个 Hello 你早啊，就是大家来新西兰之前呢，一定要先了解好新西兰的这些文化啊，了解好了文化以后呢，就可以很容易的跟就是这些当地的这些 KV 啊，就是进行更好的沟通啊，去了解啊，交朋友啊。他说呢，这个我们的这个移民呢，早期移民实际上华人的移民在18几年就已经开始进入新西兰了。那他呢是对这个华人是非常友好的，非常喜欢这个华人的，并且他周围的这些人，好多的这些新西兰人都是非常喜欢跟这个华人做朋友的。就是大家只要你要放开，就是不要觉得哎呀我文化不一样，我不要这个就是总是觉得中间有一个道这个鸿沟啊，就是不敢往前去，就是不敢去交朋友，这样是不好的，就让他们觉得哎呀这个人怎么要试图远离我啊，怎么不跟我做朋友，就是他们也会感觉不舒服。所以大家呢就是要尽情的敞开，然后只要你愿意去跟他们交朋友，他们也是非常愿意跟我们交朋友的。
So what I'm getting at there is there are communities within Auckland that are very Chinese focused. Dominion Road, New Lynn, and what you will find is a lot of sign writing on shops is in Chinese and in English. It would be better for you learning to read the English first and then have it and see if you can understand it before you read the Chinese writing.
OK， 然后他还特别强调啊，就是我们这个新西兰也好，澳大利亚也好，美国也好啊，其他地方都会有这些华人聚集的这些 community， 就是这些像唐人街呀、华人街呀这些地方，那上面这些招牌啊都是用的这些这个中文啊。他说，如果你真是到了就是出了国以后，你先是扎堆到这个地方，对你的这个英文学习一点没有好处，对你结交当地的这些西人的 KV 的这些朋友呢没有任何的好处，特别是你刚来的时候，你要强化你的英文的练习啊，你一定要少去这些地方，多去这些西人的地方，多去跟他们交朋友，多去跟他们这个交流。
Set challenges for yourselves to be able to read and say in English what the shop name is before you read it in Chinese. The more challenges you make for yourself, the more you're going to learn. So instead of, I'm going to use Cantonese here because I learned Cantonese as a child. Instead of going, yat, yi, sam, say, lot, chat, but, gal, sat, to count to 10, use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's a very good point. 所以刚刚詹姆斯说哈，大家即使是在中国的话啊，如果你想要快速提高你的英文，有一个非常非常好的方法，就是 challenge yourself，challenge right，就是去挑战你的这个自己啊。怎么去挑战呢？就是当你看到一个东西，看到一个店的名字，或者是去吃饭的时候看到这个菜单，或者是你看到任何的用中文形式去表达的这些东西，你脑子里想到的必须是你用英文的方式把它呈现出来啊。还有就是刚才他这个还会几句这个粤语啊，然后说这个与其你想到一个什么事情啊，这个就是想到你是用中文说，例如他数到这个1 2 3 4 5，你在脑子里数的时候，你就用 1 2 3 4 5，就是你用英文把它说出来。就是你在想任何事情的时候，就是每天给自己一些时间啊，专门的这个去练习英文的时间，去用英文想事情说事情，这样你的英文会提高的非常快。然后他呢，在跟大家交流的时候呢，他是故意的，这个把这个语速放得非常非常的慢啊，这个希望大家就是在听的时候呢，都可以基本上可以听懂。So I just said, you just slow down your speed, so on purpose to let them to get better understanding.
For instance, as Leon said, I have slowed down my talking to you because it's more direct. However, a general New Zealander in the street will talk quite fast, quite a bit much more like this, okay? So we're not really too, we want to talk, but we can talk fast. Like every culture, in your own language, if you know it like the back of your hand, you will speak it as fast as you really want to because, it doesn't really matter.
对，然后他跟大家示范了一下他如果说快了以后的感觉啊，所以他说这个新西兰人呢，这个说话实际上这个语速平时还是很快的，他为了让大家更好的听懂呢，他故意把这个语速这个放慢。
Okay, so now we've established that. Another thing I want you all to remember is there is no failure. English is not your first language. As long as you are trying, you are not failing. You are learning. And people see that. We are all human beings. We all have the same blood. We all breathe the same air. We are all the same. We just have different cultures and different languages. Never forget that. As long as you are trying, you are succeeding.
所以他再次的强调啊，就是大家出来以后在讲英文的时候，千万不要紧张，不要害怕，你只管大胆的去说，他们都会这个配合我们啊，因为他说我们都是人类啊，我们身上流着同样的血液啊，这个呼吸着同样的空气啊，既然我们都是同样的人类，我们只是这个文化不一样，生活的环境不一样啊，这个长得可能也有这个有点不一样啊，但是我们的 这个总体都是一样的，我们都是人啊，这个我们都互相的理解啊。这个英文呢不是你们的这个第一语言，所以你即使说不好，不用担心，不用害怕，只要你敢说啊，你能表达出来，他们就很开心，就会愿意去协助大家，帮助大家啊，共同的来提高这个任何的语言的能力啊。所以大家就是在讲英文的时候，千万记住啊，只要你放心大胆的去说啊，其实人类我们都是一样的。
Another thing I want to tell you all is particularly in New Zealand, but also Australia, not every word, not every name is in English, because these two nations have their own original cultural people as well. In Australia, it's Aboriginal, and you will come across a city or town names such as Wollongong. That is not a word in English. That is an Aboriginal word. For instance, in New Zealand, most of the main cities are like Auckland and Christchurch. They are English names. However, you have places like Taupo, Lake Taupo, Rotorua, Kawarau. Those are Maori names which were the first people to populate New Zealand.
所以呢，就是大家来到这个澳大利亚、这个新西兰这样的国家呢，大家就是好多的这些地名啊，大家可以看到啊，好多地名。其实这个好多都不是用英文的啊，都是用的当地的这个土著的这个语言来标注，就是当时最早这个来这个新西兰或者是澳大利亚的这些人，他们起了什么名字之后就用什么名字了。所以大家在有时候发音的时候啊，一些地名这个不明白什么意思啊，然后又不会发音的时候，千万不要这个着急啊，因为好多他们这个西人就是说英文的这些人呢，他们也不懂什么意思啊，就是你只要跟着读就好了。
Another point to make is countries like New Zealand and Australia use what we call slang. Now, slang is a type of language that only New Zealanders and Australians can understand, and which means we use terminology to describe something. For instance, a bad egg could mean that's not a nice person. There's a lot of slang used here, and by general Kiwis and Aussies, that is slang. Kiwis is New Zealanders, Aussies is Australian.
另外呢，大家出国以后也会发现啊，这个各个国家都有各个国家的这个口头语啊，就是这个叫俗语吧，就是每个国家的讲的这些话都不一样的啊。所以掌握了这些俗语呢，可以更好的拉近跟他们的这个关系，让他们感觉都是自己人，是吧？他举了个例子，例如这个 the bad eggs 就是什么呢？其实翻译成中文就是坏蛋嘛，就是不好的人，就是 bad person， 对吧？所以跟我们的这个东西有的时候还挺像。我发现这个 KV 的有的这个俗语，就是这个口头语，跟我们这个还挺像的啊。当然，这个还有一些口头语，你好比说这个新西兰人啊，正规的说法应该是New Zealand， 对吧？但是呢，这个口语直接表达就是这边的表达就是 Kiwis 啊 ，Kiwis 就是新西兰人。那 Australian 就是这个澳大利亚人。那在口语中呢，就用这个 Aussie 啊 ，Aussie 就是这个澳大利亚人。所以大家就是之后在慢慢的这个学习过程中会了解到好多就是在口语中啊随口而出的这个口语。So let's see, there's some questions or something. Hi James, make it fast. I almost fallen asleep. Just do it. Well, because we have to, make other people comfortable. Because I think his English maybe it's quite good, okay? But I believe most of others they need the slow speed, yeah. 我当时在丹尼丁的一个酒吧里和一个老头聊天，当地人没出过新西兰，那语速那语音听得我一愣一愣。So he said he was in Dunedin, he's in the bar, and Dunedin talked to an old man that they said the speed is very slow. So that's the old man's speed, eh? Yeah. But in New Zealand, most of New Zealanders, I think their speed is quite fast. yeah. So, okay.
Another thing I want you to know is here are some very important words for you to use if you can't understand. All you have to do is say, sorry, what do you mean? Or sorry, I don't understand you. Or basically say, sorry, I don't understand you. What do you
mean?OK， 所以大家如果在这个跟新人讲话的时候，有的时候没听懂啊，就是没听懂的时候，不要就是也是不断的在那儿点头啊，或者是 yes yes 的啊。就是如果你真的没有听懂他说的什么的话，你可以说啊，就是说这个，就是说这个不好意思啊，我没有听懂 ，sorry I don't understand what you mean， 对吧 ？Can you 这个 repeat again， 或者是这个 beg pardon， 对吧？这个都可以，就是让他再这个重复一遍。
Yeah.And that way, it's almost an awakening for whoever you're talking to that they need to either speak more clearly or break away from that New Zealand slang, which we talked about earlier.
Okay, so 对，所以大家就是如果这个有任何的这些这个听不懂的时候啊，就是一定要这个直接大胆的这个提出来。
Right. So now that we've established that, we went back to the bad egg. Not everybody out there is going to be helpful. Most are, but some will not. And I will tell you which ones are probably the ones who will not help you. They are normally older and they're normally white. So they're the old generation.Who, if you can avoid asking them the questions, do so.
OK， 然后他特别强调啊，这个 the bad eggs 就是这些坏蛋啊，有哪些人啊？就是大家出国以后呢，你会发现，通常这些比较坏蛋的这些人呢，都是那些比较老的人啊，就是老年纪的人啊。为什么他这么说呢？因为那些老年纪的人，他们那个时候移民比较，就是外来移民比较少啊，所以他们现在就是看到好多的这些来自世界各地的这些移民之后呢，就是心里可能有点这个接受不了啊，所以就是他们会产生一些这个坏蛋的想法啊。所以就是如果大家呢就是出来以后有问题啊，或者请求帮忙交朋友的话，尽量的去找这些年轻人啊，这些年轻人他们都还是比较开放的，然后都是见过这个更多世面的，这个去过更多地方的啊。
Of course, and another thing that I learned earlier this morning was that in China you are taught that WC is what a toilet is. Now, you can come up to any New Zealander and say, we're WC, and they won't know what you are talking about. We use bathroom or toilet.
好，然后这个我们在中国经常会说这个找厕所的时候会说这个哪里是 WC 啊，那 WC 呢，如果这个你到了这个新西兰这边的话，去问路啊，问人家这个 WC 在哪里，那这些人呢都会一头这个雾水啊，因为他们根本听不懂 WC 是什么意思啊，因为你要问的时候，厕所呢通常这边都是 bathroom 或者是这个 toilet 来这个讲。Okay, so I think that's about it, James. So what about we talk about what's the difference of between New Zealand and Australia, the culture?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, 所以我现在把话筒呢交给这个 James， 然后他现在就跟大家来用正常的语速聊一聊啊，我就不跟大家翻译了，所以大家试着来这个练习一下。So I will give the microphone to you, so you can talk to them in a normal speed. So let's say if we can feel comfortable.
Okay. So let's see if you guys can understand me talking in normal speed of how I would talk to anybody in the street. Firstly, one of the big differences between Australia and New Zealand is it starts at where the two nations starts, was the original native people to those two countries are very opposite to each other. And secondly, New Zealand was populated by the very rich people of the world, the businessmen, the lawyers, the landowners, the farmers, whereas Australia was the convicts. Well, basically, Australia was set up as a penal colony. So where Britain used to send their prisoners, instead of sending them to prison in England, they sent them on boats down to Australia. So Australia was built as a working class and New Zealand was built as a upper class. However, as time went on, it was found that there was more resources, natural resources in Australia, which made Australia a richer country. And they have a working class sort of way, and so it's the jobs, for instance, in Australia pay quite a bit more than they do in New Zealand. However, Australia has harsher conditions. They have deserts, they have a lot of snakes, they have spiders, they have extreme heat, whereas New Zealand's climate is pretty good all round. It doesn't get too cold in the winter, it doesn't get too hot in the summer. So both nations sort of bounce off each other in a nice way that way. So now another point is that back in the 1700s and 1800s, a lot of Chinese migrants came to both countries in search of minerals. A lot of gold was found in New Zealand, in the South Island, and a lot of minerals, other gems, were found in Australia. And these, part of the trade between the two countries mainly came from the Chinese trade. So you have generations here in New Zealand from China that have been here before my family ever arrived here. You know, you have 6th, 7th generations Chinese who have been here since the 1800s, which is good. And a lot of people forget about that. There are books about the Chinese migration written to New Zealand and to Australia. So, in saying that, there is big communities already set up for you when you arrive, which can be quite handy. Excuse me very much. Another thing to do is education is very, how do you put it? It's very, I was going to say easy to get into, but very available in New Zealand. And with education, we're talking about universities, comes clubs. With clubs becomes communities. Now, these clubs could be the Chinese Students Association, or even just dance clubs, or just places where new students arriving in New Zealand with very little knowledge of New Zealand culture or New Zealand language can meet with their country people, i.e. Chinese, and just get to know and go out together. That's why you see in Auckland particularly a lot of groups of Chinese, but they might not know each other, they might not be family, but they have come together because of, first of all, the safety factor, meaning, okay, so they can understand, makes it easier, and then as time progresses, you see it, they break away. And not in a bad way, but they get so comfortable with their living environments, they go and live on the North Shore, they go and live in different parts of the country, because they've got to know what New Zealanders are like. On a big whole, New Zealand is a very safe and nice country. So that, in effect, is very good. Yeah, I mean, everybody needs to start with your own culture, because that's what you've just landed from. So there's no harm in that whatsoever. I just wanted to get that through to you. I wanted to get that point across, that there is no problem in seeking the survival tactics in the start. Everyone did. And the other thing I want to put through to you is, as long as you are trying, you are not failing. You may not get the test right, but at least you're trying. And people will pick up on that. People will be friendly towards you because at least you're giving it an effort. You're trying to speak English. Even if you can mention one word or two words in the whole sentence, that's better than nothing. And as a younger generation, you'll be able to grasp the language better. And just think, becoming a bilingual person in this world is far better. Look at the two biggest languages in the world. Well, there's three big languages, but there's Chinese or Mandarin and English, as well as Spanish. But we won't talk Spanish at the moment. But yeah, Mandarin and English. If you can grasp both of those, like our head tutor can, Leon, then you'll be fine.
Thank you very much, James. 好了，詹姆斯给我们介绍了好多关于这个新西兰跟澳大利亚的这个不同啊，所以这个希望大家都能这个听懂。那我给大家发一个照片啊，让大家看看刚才是谁在跟大家聊天儿。发一个照片过去啊，就是这位帅哥。好，大家可以看到这个照片吗？我发了一个照片过去啊。好，就是这位帅哥。那这位帅哥呢，他是这个新西兰的影视演员。然后 ，Hey, see what they said when I sent your photo to them. They said 007.
Yep.
And the other one said handsome.
Excellent.
Yeah, handsome. That's in Chinese. 所以呢，他就是现在呢，平时他还接演，他之前演了新西兰的一部这个电视剧，最长的一部电视剧，已经演了这个好久，这个叫这个 Shortland Street. So you were in the Shortland Street acting as a doctor, right?
As an ambulance.
Ambulance officer. So actually, okay, I see. So how many years already been like showing for that Shortland Street? Do you know?
I
think it's been there for ages.
Shortland Street in 2001.
2001.
And then I did a bit, and I haven't done a bit, and I've done a bit. Yeah, I have been in film and acting since 2001, and I joined an agency. That's another thing. Join an agency in New Zealand, because remember, even though Chinese people have the majority of the population in the world, there's still the minority of population in New Zealand at the moment. So that is a good way to get out and have a look and meet new cultures, is because you still need Chinese actresses, models, TV personalities, because it's growing, but it's still not as big as it could be, but it's growing.
所以建议大家，他是建议大家，如果来了新西兰以后呢，去找一个这个 agency 啊，找一个这个叫什么影视经纪公司啊。因为虽然他说中国人在全世界这是人口这个第一大国，但是在新西兰人口还是少数啊。好多的这个影片呢，还是需要这个华人的面孔的，所以大家出来以后呢，找一个这些这个影视经纪公司啊，去这个加入一下，然后说不定有哪些大片呢，就会这个用到你。Okay, so we already talked about the cultures between New Zealand and Australia, and we told them about your background. So, can we have James to talk about New Zealand film industry? So they wanted you to talk about New Zealand film industry.
Okay, Feipo. The film industry in New Zealand has been big since the late 1990s. When I mean big on the world stage, since the late 1990s, because of the Lord of the Rings. And then suddenly New Zealand was on the world stage. Before that, in 1993, a lot of people don't know about it. Well, even though it was an Oscar-winning movie, it was called The Piano. Now, Leon and I have been out to that beach, and we've done some short films where The Piano was filmed. That had Anna Paquin, who went on to become very famous around the world. She was a young New Zealand actress. Heather, I'm not sure, and Sam Neill. And that was all filmed based in the early 1800s in New Zealand, in the early migrations. Film industry in New Zealand is picking up because it is a popular place for people to film, like, because our scenery is so good and so pure and so natural.
Magnificent.
Yes. Like, for instance, if you look up if you Googled Lake Matheson, my surname, Lake Matheson, it is the most photogenic lake in the world because on a clear day, you can't tell whether it's upside down or the right way up because the water is so clear and so beautiful that it looks like exactly the same photograph except it's reflecting off the water.
Wow, that's great. 所以大家一定要这个搜一搜这个 lake 啊，这个 lake 就是 Lake Matheson， 就是它的名字。那 James 呢，之前也是去参加过这个好多的这些大大小小的这个比赛，并且之前呢获得了这个澳大利亚先生啊，获得澳大利亚先生的这个殊荣。所以啊，这个他在这个影视圈方面还是比较这个活跃的。那 OK， 那今天跟大家说的差不多了。Do you have anything to add, James? You got anything to add or anything to mention?
If they're coming to New Zealand?
Some of them, yeah. And they're doing a good UFC.
Oh, yes. New Zealand is doing very good in UFC. I myself am a martial arts and boxing instructor and part-time. And I go to the same gym where that world champion used to train or originally trained out of. That is in New Zealand. There are a lot of Muay Thai gyms, kickboxing gyms, karate gyms, all on the same road, which is Dominion Road, which is highly populated by the Chinese population, which is awesome. Dominion Road is a road where you can go down and you will feel at home.
然后我们的 James 呢，还是这个私人的这个 boxing 的教练。I just said about your boxing thing， 所以他呢就是教人家这个拳击啊，通常他都是教一些比较这个就是家庭条件比较好的这些人，像一些什么就是这个生意人啊、导演啊什么的，教给他们一些防身术，这个 boxing 的一些技巧，竟然赶上直播，惊喜！谢谢关注，wonderful, appreciate your introduction. Thank you, James. So that's says to you.
From February, yeah.
And the other one said you're very handsome. Oh, and me. Oh, thank you. 也包括我。Okay. So, okay, you can see his pictures there. Okay, James got something to add.
Yeah, just one last thing. Auckland, the main city of New Zealand, it is not the capital, is the first place that you should all come to because it has the highest population of fellow Asian, Chinese, Indian, what have you. Once you find your feet, then the rest of New Zealand will welcome you quite happily. And I was lucky enough as a young child to be brought up in Hong Kong, and that is why I relate so well to other cultures. And I look forward to meeting you all one day, and we will talk again and do more lessons online here. So thank you for a fantastic morning, and best of luck to all of you. Kia kaha. That is stand tall in Māori.
Very good, thank you very much. So, 好，然后 James 说呢，这个大家如果来这个新西兰的话，一定要来这个奥克兰啊。奥克兰是一个非常多元化的城市啊，向全世界各族人民敞开啊，人们这个热情、友好、善良、淳朴。所以如果来的话，一定就是来了奥克兰，就等于全新西兰都去了啊，就是都代表了。并且他呢是从小在香港啊，从小他父亲呢是这个麦斯森家族，是在香港做这个一些这个古董生意，还有一些这个进出口的贸易，所以呢，他从小是在香港，住过几年啊。那个时候他还跟我说，那个时候他上学的时候，那些小孩啊都去玩他的头发啊，因为那个金黄头发嘛，所以大家都去玩他的这个头发，所以让他印象很深刻。所以他对这个我们亚洲人的这个感觉呢，都是非常的这个好的。所以他欢迎大家呢，如果来新西兰的话啊，可以这个一起这个出来这个坐坐。你们该吃午饭了吧？哇，人家这个啊，谢谢关心啊，这个午饭的事不着急。Cheers。好，现在我们还有这个 双宝老爸进入了直播间。好，我们现在有更多的小伙伴进入，但是由于时间关系呢，这个我们今天就先说到这儿。那之后呢，这个我们还会有这个英文的这个培训的这个教室啊，所以大家如果有这个想提高这个英文水平啊，就是学习这些日常的各种环境的这英文的小伙伴呢，这个也欢迎在线下呢这个加我的助理的微信，那他呢都可以把你加到这个我们的一个英语练习群里，那之后呢大家都可以这个在那里面呢获得这些英文课的这个信息啊。好，把这个我助理的这个别着急啊，哪个是打字来着？把助理的这个把助理的微信呢发给大家，那大家呢可以加他的这个微信，然后由他呢这个加你进群，就是欣欣向荣啊，欣欣西一啊向，怎么拼的？欣欣向荣1316啊，就是欣欣向荣1316。的拼音，然后呢，你加他以后就说这个英文就好了，然后之后呢，他会把你加到这个英文群里。那之后呢，我们会组织这个课下的这个英语课啊，所以大家可以关注一下。好了，今天我们就说到这儿，大家记得分享、订阅啊，订阅。好了，拜拜。